Hello, and welcome to episode 38 of Prose. This week, decide whether you really can live with someone, and rejoin the quad from Primrose 33, picking back up to see how they escaped from what seemed like certain death in their last set of adventures. The big announcement upon my returning to the USA from England is that the podcast will be going on a partial hiatus until the month of September. I will take these 4 weeks to write new tales and poetry, upgrade equipment and software, and prepare for the launch of Season 2 after producing right at 115 pieces of varying length and type over these past 8 months. By no means does this mean the podcast is ending. In fact, the reason I can only dub this a partial hiatus is that stories and poetry will be released, just not with the same frequency. New items will still drop on Sundays, but they'll be shorter. Additionally, some midweek drops will be coming up soon too. These will be largely made up of poetry to tide us all over until Season 2. Again, please don't unsubscribe or disappear. Content will continue to come in drips, and then we'll be back at traversing the infinite spaces of the human imagination in no time. If you have any friends that are writers, or if you yourself are one, please reach out to me or have them reach out to me at prosepodcast@gmail.com, as I'd love to feature more voices on the show. Please follow the show on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, as this can help the podcast get noticed. Even more importantly, please go to iTunes and leave a rating and or review for Prose. Ratings and reviews set this show up for continuing into the future. For easiest access to the show, subscribe using iTunes, Google Play, or whatever podcast catcher is your favorite. And don't forget that I do have a website, prosepodcast.com. Well, thanks for listening. Let's get to the tales, shall we? This week, we have I Cannot Live With You by Emily Dickinson, and the third installment of Sonbol, titled Circumjacent.